Hello, good morning everybody, mga co-charioters. This is the second day of our home quarantine. Found nothing to do, so I decided to share with you the unboxing and installing of a tank bag that I just got. It's a Givi tank bag together with an attachment, specific attachment for MT07. So hopefully you'll enjoy this installation and trying to figure out how to install it. So this is the tank bag, and then the flange to install into your tank. Apparently the flange it attaches to the ring around your tank, and it's a specific flange. So when you buy it, you just do not buy any flange. It has to be specific to your motorcycle. And I'm going to attach this to the MT07, and so I'm going to read the instructions and see how it works. This was given to me, by the way, by my kids as a birthday gift. And then yesterday, as it was being delivered, bigla tayo nagkaroon ng strict quarantine stay-at-home order or shelter in place. So medyo nag-worry ako kung paano ko kukunin. Thankfully, through the help of our fellow charioteer, nakuha naman sa gate si Sir Santos. So nahatid dito sa bahay. So let's see. Let's read the instructions and see. So this is the stuff that I got. So let me open the container. Oh, lumabas din si Achi. Oh, man, it's gonna pee on the tire.
No, 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 go, 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 go. No, 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 no. Not there, not there, not there. No, no, no. No, not there. It's not for peeing.
So, sorry for that interruption.
Ang dami.
So we have here the bag. It's a 4-liter bag. It's supposed to attach to the tank. Yeah, it's the Givi. Apparently, it's an Italian make. So, medyo hirap ako dito nag-order kasi si Mrs. was appalled by the cost of it. Eh, wala naman siya magawa dahil birthday ko. So, pinagsamantala namin yun. So, basically, if you have the attachment on, it goes here. Okay. So, when it's there and you're driving, it's very easy to get the stuff that you need. For example, you can put your iPhone here, or your phone, or your mobile device. So if you're like needing the GPS, so it goes here and you can see where you're going. And then you have here an opening, so you can put your cards here, yung mga sa expressway, so that in case your thing is not detected, then it's easy to reach. I have a leg bag also. Kaya lang yung leg bag medyo it's very difficult to reach down into. So this is the stuff inside. Let's look at it. I wonder what this is. Siguro this is something to put your eyeglasses in. Tingnan nga natin kung kasya. Yan siguro. Something like that. And then here you have the straps and all the stuff that you need. You have also the waterproof bag if you need it. And then in this pocket you can put other things. So you have the different attachments. This is actually the attachment, I think, that goes into your tank. Okay, that goes to the flange into the tank, and this is where you attach the bag.
But you bought it.
The flange is
Bought this
different.
one too.
Okay, so nandito yung ano, ito, it's a nice thing to put your phones also. So this thing attaches to the flange, so you probably have to screw it on. I don't know how it works, but we'll figure that out later. And then this is a bag that generally attaches to all bikes. It's a general purpose bag, and so you have here the attachment. So when you do this, it removes from the flange. So you can use this for any bike. What is important that you have the correct flange to connect to your tank. So let's go ahead and open. Pause mo muna.
Okay, pause.
Press it. So ito yung flange. I'm going to open the flange. So here it is. I put it on a table beside the bike so I can use it easily. I don't know if I can lift this table up. Siguro we can lift the table up so it's easier to reach. I researched this in YouTube. There are some screws that you have to use. It's careful that we don't lose those screws. Kasi pag nawala yung screws, mahirapan tayo maglagay niya. And I'm screwed here. Ano nangyari dito? Okay. The table's not even. So I got this from, there it is. I got this from Car Scoot and immediately they delivered it to me. So I've been trying to find this flange. The bag is commonly found. The problem is finding the specific flange. So you have here the flange. Okay. So let me see how this works. The instructions are here. Okay. So apparently, how this works is, it's supposed to go like this. You attach it that way. Okay. And there's an attachment that goes here, and then you connect the bag there. So we have to remove these screws here, yung mga naka-allen. I don't know if they included the allen for this. I don't know if they included the allen for this. So apparently, hindi kasama yung allen. So I have to get my allen tools. And fortunately, mayroon tayong mga tools na allen. Siguro, hopefully, it fits here. And we will be able to go ahead and connect it. So, what does this mean? So, this instructions. Okay. So, there are 4 screws. Okay. 4. This is numbered. 7, 8, the parts that is here, let me see. So the 6, okay. Okay, so I kind of figured it out now by looking at I had tried to figure it out. I had difficulty. So if you look at this, there are different screws here, they're numbered on the different parts. So this tells you where each screw goes and each washer, and a, what do you call this, a something that here. So I took this off. So the parts here, I tried to fit them initially so I know where they go. So you put that there. And apparently, this is shaped in such a way that you won't make a mistake in putting it. So there's screws and washers that go here. Then what you need to do is to take out these screws here. So there are different numbered screws. The long screws go here. There are 3 of them. And the 2 short ones, they go here. But basically, you still have to take the screws, the original screws out. However you want to keep them, so that later on, if you don't want to have the flange, or you're getting rid of your bike and you don't want to sell including the bag, so you can put back the original screws. You have to provide your own Allen's tool to be able to do this. So actually I have 2 bikes here. This is the XXR, and fortunately my son got tired of it and he gave it to me. So now I have 2 bikes. So what I need to do, actually I can use these 2 bikes, the bag and 2 bikes. All I need to do is get the attachment for the XSR. So the attachment is actually much cheaper than the one for the MTO7. I was thinking of getting a magnetic bag, but then a friend reminded me nito pala mga tanks nila are plastic, so the magnetic bag does not work. I did not want to use the one with straps because they move around. So I'll be back in a few minutes and I'll try to figure out on how to remove the screws, and let's see.
Montage.
So basically I already removed the screws from the tank. So these are the original screws. You notice that 2 of them are short, 3 of them are longer. So you want to keep that so that later on if you need it you can put it back. And I attached it already here to the tank. The flange is partially attached. So actually if you look underneath there, there's a spacer that you have to put in there, and there are lock washers that you put here. So there are lock washers, so to see to it that it doesn't loosen during your ride. You have to be very careful in installing this stuff because you can easily make a mistake, because you want to be sure that the screws go in easily, because if you force it, it's very easy to destroy the threads of your screws, or this into the place where it's supposed to go in, and if that happens then you're screwed. So you have to replace that. I think it's most likely going to be expensive. So the next thing you want to do, I'm using a 4mm Allen tool here, which I bought from online. So all you have to do is tighten it. Okay, the thing is, this Allen does not now fit. The 4mm goes into the, I need a 3mm Allen tool, but as I look here, I don't have a 3mm Allen tool. Let me see this one. Does this fit? I think this is too small. Oh, luckily it does go in. But is this an Allen tool? Yes, it is. So you tighten it. You want to tighten it evenly. So you go around. Do not just tighten it. You go around so that it's evenly tightened. There you go. Probably there's some kind of, if you have a torque tool to measure the torque. So as you can see here, I'm not forcing anything. So I'm trying to see that the integrity of my screws, or the housing of my screws, are not damaged. Or like what I said, you're going to be screwed. So now you can tighten it. So I'm evenly tightening it. So this thing comes with different washers, but the one is more, the other washer is a plastic washer, which is more or less a spacer. These ones are lock washers, so you would like to use the lock washers, because the lock washers serve a purpose that your screws remain, there's a kind of resistance so that it remains tight even when it vibrates, because when you're riding, the bike vibrates a lot, and if you don't have a lock washer in place, the screws can come off or loosen, and things start flying off, and you might have an accident, which you don't want to happen on a motorcycle. So there, the flange is attached to the bike itself. The next thing you want to do is to put the attachments for the bag, and I'm going to try to figure that out. So let's pause for a moment while I try to figure out how I'm going to put the attachments for the bag. So successful tayo dito. To do is to put the attachments for the bags. So based on the instructions, this is how it goes. And as you can see, there are specific shapes for it, so there's no way you're going to make a mistake in attaching it. So oops, let me see, am I doing this right? Let me see. Why is this not aligned? Oh, I'm sorry. It's supposed to go that way.
Hindi na align, no?
There. And then it goes this way. See, so there's an attachment there. But why is it not fitting? Okay. Thank you, wifey, for fixing it for me. So there. The next thing I want to do is to screw that on. So based on the instructions, you have the, what screws do I use? I think it's the number 4. No, number 5. So it's there. The number 5 screws go in the 4 corners. So number 5 screws. The number 5 screws, you can tell because it's a flathead screw, because it's supposed to hold something in place, and you have to put spacers in between. So let me put this to weight down my instructions. So I have here the spacers. Apparently they did not remove it properly when they punched it out. I hope I don't ruin this thing. So cut it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this 4 and these 4 screws which have a head to it, because it's supposed to hold down the attachments. I'm going to put that here, fit it in nicely. And like what I said a while ago, you have to be careful about this because you don't want to ruin the thread. So when you turn it, you're supposed to fit it in with a minimal of resistance, because if you force it, there's too much resistance and you force it, then you run the risk of destroying the threads. And so once the threads are destroyed, of course there are ways to work around that, but it gives you a lot more headache. So here we are. Looks nice so far. So I'm going to get my Allen tool and screw it in. Oops. So I'm going to use the 4mm. It would be nice though if Givi would include the Allen tools here, because this is such a good product. It would be nicer if somehow they included the tools for this. Even the Chinese ones, when you buy like furniture made in China, they always include the wrenches, although they are like temporary wrenches, and the Allen tools that fit to allow these things to, where to put it. So there we are, guys. I think we've somehow fitted the attachments properly. Let me tighten them a little, but not too tight to the point that you destroy. Because I'm not a mechanical person and I've destroyed a lot of stuff by forcing it. So as you can see, the head holds this flange in place so it doesn't come off. And the next thing you want to do is to figure on how to attach the bag.
Attachment inside.
No, this is it. Where's the instructions? Am I putting it on the right way? It goes on top. So let's look at the instructions in the bag itself. But basically, You're just supposed to do this.
Just put it there.
Did I put this on the wrong way?
Try mo.
Hindi. Oh, my wife just put it in, and there we are. Such unmechanically minded me. So now I have my tank bag. So it seems to be firmly attached. Siguro yo, I don't know. I'm not one of those crazy people who go really fast on the bike. The most I go is probably around 130, 150. And let me see how it works. Let me get on the bike. It's on a Pod stand, but apparently it doesn't seem to get in the way. It's perfect. Okay. Nice. So to remove it, then you do that. How on earth does this fit? Is it magnetic or something? Ah, okay. So there's a space in between which doon siya kumakagat. Ah. And to remove it,
Not so hard.
oh, there we go. So the only thing is whenever you put gas on it, you have actually to remove the bag. I don't know though if you can make an adjustment to the attachment on the bag itself, so you can move it back a little bit so you don't have to take off the bag. Okay. So I think that's it. So you have to take off the bag actually when you put gas. So hopefully you enjoyed my unboxing and installation of the Givi 4-liter tank bag. Thanks for my kids to my kids for such a wonderful gift, and of course to Car Scoot. I've been looking for this stuff for a long time. Thanks for delivering it on time. And to Lala Move, despite the pandemic, even though hindi to siya lugaw, they still allowed it to be installed or to be delivered. So peace out guys.